Hey, it's James, Father's Rights and Resources, hashtag how I got custody. And just a couple hours into, here comes the loser dads in here crapping on a guy's great story. A guy goes in and wins, and I talk about it. Here comes the loser dads saying how impossible it is for dads to win after I just told a story about a dad winning. What kind of delusional psycho world, Twilight Zone, are we living in? We're on a page called How I Got Custody. I tell a story about a dad going in and winning in court by himself, pro se, destroying an attorney with a quarter century of experience and preventing the mom from railroading him in ex parte, the way moms usually do. And in ex parte, when women get restraining orders against you guys, or even if a dad has custody, a woman goes in and says, I want custody back, he's abusive and crazy and stuff. The vast majority of the time they win based on some emotion, and because the dads go in there or they don't get noticed, and then they wait until the full hearing a month later, the show cause hearing or the return hearing on the ex parte order. And then their attorney said, well, don't go in and say the mother lied because you don't want to talk bad about her. When the whole thing that's helping her win is that she lied, and your attorney's telling you not to expose the lie. Here comes this dad. So this dad has a great testimony. I didn't put his testimony up. He's still got some more stuff to deal with, but I might actually interview this guy because he jumped on it immediately. This guy comes in with loser, woe is me, guys can never win, we never win, we never win. To me, if I come across a page where it's talking about how I got custody and it's a dad, and then he's talking about another dad winning, and I utterly failed and lost in court, the first thing I'm going to think, or if I'm going to comment, I'm going to say, wow, the system's so corrupt and crazy. How did you win? But when a dad like this, like 90% of dads out there are losers who did not fight the right way, didn't try, got defeated and got their butt kicked, and walk around with their head down between their upper thighs like a little crybaby sissy, woe is me. I'm not going to man up and fight this because I lost one time or two times or a couple of times. This is the crazy delusion of my gender. Now, this looks like a passerby because he's not subscribed or following. But why the hell would you come across a page and see a winner who did something that you want to do, and then you're going back to, oh, I lost and my life sucks. That's like talking about Elon Musk or Bill Gates and say, oh, they're only lucky that they're successful and stuff. I've never amounted to anything because the odds are against me and the system is against me and this, that. And you didn't even work 1% as hard as they did. Now, there's stuff coming out about Jeff Bezos, how his dad or granddad worked at DARPA, and so he probably didn't do Amazon from the ground up like the story goes. So there are stories of privileged people, of course. But you never even tried. And then you're going to come on here and give us a loser, whining, crying story. Now, I acknowledge the system is biased. I acknowledge that it's crazy. But we have the weapons and ability to fight this stuff the right way to overcome the bias. This guy is sitting here saying, oh, the system is biased. I'm going to be a punk-ass little bitch whining crybaby and just cry about it all day long. Let's see what he said. So I tell a story of a guy who went in, and the guy just learned how to do stuff this weekend with me, but he got on the offensive. He was obsessive about making sure he did everything that we talked about. And he got support from his new wife, and everybody was scrambling to get him ready, and he studied and prepared, and he went in and destroyed them. Now, there's no guarantee that if you prepare as best as possible, you're going to destroy somebody. Just because you prepare in a football game better than the other side, that doesn't mean you're going to pitch a shutout or win 50-0. You might. But if you don't prepare, you don't practice, you eat Twinkies all day and lay on your butt and don't study film, you're probably going to lose. This guy says, in his comment, in his response to this other guy winning and winning his kid back when he was about to lose his kid on the other side of the country, And the mother was seeking to have him no visitation. The kid's a teenager, and him to never see or talk to the kid again. And now he's going to get his kid because he got on the offensive. This guy right here says, it's simple. If the judge gets out of bed the wrong side, you will lose. The struggle has sent parents to their grave. So this punk ass bitch, loser, simp, soft little pussy ass coward right here says, you will lose. I just told a story of a guy winning. And he went in front of a commissioner who has screwed guys over. I'm familiar with the commissioner he's dealt with. Why would a guy come in here and say you will lose after I just showed how you win? After I show you my winning court orders? Because my gender is filled with a bunch of pussy-ass, bitch-made cowards. As soon as they lose once or twice, they just tuck their head and they won't even try again. The struggle has sent parents to the grave. Yeah, I know. No shit, you dumbass. No shit. Why do you think I'm here? And why wouldn't you say, oh my God, the system is so corrupt. How did you ever win? No, my misery loves company. Misery wants to hang around with a bunch of losers. I just saw this guy talking about success, and he said, you know, you're always going to have people who are hating on you or negative and saying that you can't do it in the comments or whatever, or haters, critics. Number one, because they tried to do what you did and quit or gave up too soon. And number two, if they did become what you became or won like you did or succeeded, they don't want you to be there with them. This guy is the type of first, you know, of the two types of haters. Here's number one right here, and this is 90% of men. You're so discouraged, you're so lost from having lost before that you think it's impossible because you have a doom and gloom attitude because the cloud is hanging over your head. But the thing is, you didn't fight the way that I fought. You didn't fight the way the hundreds of dads fought that I've worked with who got full custody. You didn't fight like the thousands of dads who got off restraining orders, who got better than every other weekend, who moved up or got 50-50. Thousands of dads I work with, and a lot of them did it without an attorney, or they lit a fire under their attorney's butt. Guys like this, I guarantee you. Let's see, what's this guy's name? Shire Cock or something like that. This guy is saying you will lose. You will automatically lose. I've been in front of a judges who look like they had an attitude, and I've won. So he's lying. He's a lying piece of shit, and he's a sellout to dads everywhere, and he's a sellout to children because he gave up on his kids. And the parents that went to the grave, I'm sorry, but they're a bunch of quitters. If you commit suicide because you only got supervised visitation with your kids, or the mother keeps taking you to court to modify. There's a guy who did death by cop in North Carolina. This black dude got on Facebook, said he was about to go to the courthouse, and he was waving a gun, and the cop shot him. The mother was, I think it was in Durham, North Carolina. So if you Google Durham, North Carolina, father shot by police custody battle, you'll find it's about 10 years ago. I found the mother on Facebook, and unlike most of you pussies out there, I actually did something about that case. I went on her Facebook page, and I was telling everybody, this woman got their son's father killed. And she's up there, you know, thanking God for what a wonderful life it is, and how the struggle has been, you know, the relationship between her and her son, and the struggle and all this other stuff. And she kept going to court to try and modify and take his time away, and he was overwhelmed, and he ended up killing himself, suicide by cop. But the guy probably never got on the offensive and went to war with her the right way. He kept losing and losing in court, so he decided to kill himself. And the mother was bragging about what a wonderful life it is. And then I exposed her, and then she ended up blocking me. But she told the news, like, I don't know why he did that. I wasn't trying to take the child away, and the record shows it. But I guarantee you, a guy like this, he never got on the offensive. Did you do a deposition against your baby's mom? Did you get on the offensive? Did you go for full custody? Did you call her out for the narcissistic monster she was? Did you use the statutes in your state as the factors for you to get custody and what's wrong with her parenting? If you lost a court hearing, did you do a reconsideration? Did you take it all the way to trial? Did you settle out of court? You probably settled out of court like a bitch because you quit on your kid. And then you're up here saying we can't win. But you took the bitch-ass loser route. And then you're coming on a page shitting on another guy's win.